I just received a brand new gas grill. It has a rotisserie, so let's cook up some rotisserie chickens. Stay tuned. All right, so I'm starting with two 5.5 pound whole chickens, and I'm gonna try to put both of these on one spit. So I'm just gonna take them out of the package. All right, so I'm just gonna pat down these chickens, get them really nice and dry. Don't you guys just hate it when they forget to pluck all the feathers from the chicken? I mean, look at this. All right, so I plucked the chickens and I've got the surface nice and dry. The next thing that I like to do is remove all this excess skin right here. Just take your kitchen shears, take that off. See all this skin right here? Nobody likes to eat rotisserie chicken with loose skin like this. I'm also removing the chicken butt, because nobody eats chicken butt, right? And by the way, these scissors that I'm using are from Delstrong. These are their chef scissors. These are the Shadow Black Batman edition. I gotta tell you, they're really nice and sharp. All right, so anytime that I'm cooking rotisserie chicken, I do like to truss up my bird. So first thing is we're gonna tuck the wings behind the chicken's back, just like that. Next, I've got some butcher's twine, and right here where the neck is at, you wanna put the butcher's twine right above the neck and on the side of the breast, just like this. And you wanna tie a simple overhand knot. I like to loop it, I don't know, 2-3 times. Just like this. Stay on the tip of the breast, right here, and tie it really nice and tight. Just like that. Lock in that knot with a simple overhand knot. Now, we're gonna get these two pieces. Let me turn this around so you guys can see. We're gonna go under the legs. We're gonna bring them together and cross them just like that. And same thing, overhand knot. 2-3 times is good. Make it nice and tight and lock that knot in. Really simple. Now this next step is 100% optional. I like to go under the chicken, just like this. Lay it down. And what you want to do is truss up these wings, okay? You don't have to, but sometimes the bird will split open and these wings will just start flapping around. So just go around right in the middle of the wing, just like that. And you guessed it, simple overhand knot. And then lock that knot in place, just like that. You got a perfectly trussed up chicken. All right, so I've got both chickens trussed up. I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil, just a little bit, just like that. And rub in that olive oil. We're using this as a binder. I'm adding some dried rosemary, just like that. Turn the bird over. A little bit more rosemary. All right, let's season up the birds. The seasoning that I'm using is this Cockadoodle Brew from PS Seasoning mixed 50-50 with my all-time favorite, Notorious PIG. We're also gonna add a little bit of seasoning to the cavity, just like that, or a lot of it, into the cavity. Add enough seasoning to the outside. Flip the bird, not that bird, this bird. All right, let's place our chickens on a rotisserie spit. Now, the neck has a smaller hole, so the neck is going to be in the center of the spit. So I'm going in through the tail side. Might have to stick your finger in there and guide the spit. Push it in, nice and tight. We're going neck side first on the second chicken. Just like that. Put them both in the same direction. Push up against it really nice and tight. Grab your other spike. Slide it all the way in, again really nice and tight. Tighten down your clamps. Make sure they're really nice and tight as well. All right, let's head outside, and I cannot wait to show you this grill. All right, so this is my brand new Monument Grills Eminent Series gas grill, and I gotta tell you, this grill right here is a tank. Now, it's been about 10 years since I've owned a gas grill, but I gotta tell you, this one is about 10 times better than the one I had before. So the main grill has 6 burners, as you can see, plus it's got an infrared burner on the back wall that's gonna be perfect for these rotisserie chickens. So the other nice thing is on the left side of the grill, you also have an infrared burner that's perfect for searing steaks. Now let me show you the setup on this gas grill. The 4 inside burners, I've got them on low. The outside burners, I've got them completely off. And the infrared burner inside of the grill is also off. Again, I do have the 4 center burners on low, and right now we're running at 365 degrees, which is perfect. So the other nice thing about this grill is that the knobs are lit up with LEDs. The 4 center knobs that are on, they're a light green color. The other burners are a purple color, indicating that they're off. I gotta tell you, if you like to entertain, these knobs are going to light up your backyard. There's even a party mode that flashes all sorts of colors. Last but not least, here's our rotisserie motor. I'm gonna go grab the chickens, and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, let's load up our chickens. Look at that beauty. All right, here's our chickens. See how easy it is to load. Perfect. It's got a roller right here on the left side. Just like that. All right, let's turn our rotisserie motor on. Is that chicken gonna touch? Man, it is barely touching. All right, so I'm gonna remove 2 of the 4 grates. So some of you guys might be wondering where all these drippings are going to fall into. Well, there's a pan at the very bottom that's going to catch all the drippings and juices, and it funnels all those juices into a removable aluminum pan at the bottom. All right, enough talking. Let's get to cooking. I'll see you guys in about 1 hour. Stay tuned. All right, guys and gals, so it's been 30 minutes since we loaded up the chicken, but I do want to check on it. Look at that. I'm telling you, that color right there is absolutely beautiful. In fact, if you invite me over for a barbecue and your rotisserie chicken does not look like this, I am not coming. So that chicken looks like it's cooking really fast. So I'm gonna go to plan B. I'm gonna shut these center burners off, turn them 100% off. I do wanna maintain the temperature that the grill is running at, which is 500 degrees. So I'm gonna turn on the 2 outer burners, ignite that one, turn on this outer one as well, and ignite that one. So doing that should maintain my temperature at 500 degrees, except I don't have those direct flames under the chicken that's giving us that char. But again, that char is all flavor. So I'm gonna give these chickens another 30 minutes, and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, so 1 hour has passed. Now I do wanna note that the temperature with the outer burners instead of the center burners on is only running at 324 degrees, but I'm okay with that. I believe that temperature probe is somewhere in the middle. That's why it was reading higher, 500 degrees, with these 2 burners on. But again, I'm good with 325 degrees. So let's take a look at these chickens. Man, is that a beautiful sight. Look at those juices. They're running nice and clear. I bet they're almost ready. I gotta tell you, I would buy this grill just to make rotisserie chicken. You know, with this beautiful char that I've got already, I'm not even gonna use that infrared burner in the back of the grill. All right, so I'm gonna shut off the rotisserie and let's get an internal temperature. All right, let's check the breast first. We're sitting at 147 degrees. Let's check that leg and thigh right at the joint. We're sitting at 180 degrees. That is perfect. So I'm gonna let the temperature on the breast come up maybe 3 degrees. We'll pull it off and we'll see how we did. Stay tuned. All right, so the chicken is ready and the total cook time was 1.5 hours. Now it has been resting right here on my counter, tented in foil for 15 minutes. Let's take a look at it. You guys ready for this? Look at that. Does this look amazing or what? So I'm gonna take off one of these chickens. Ooh, man, this is really hot still. I'm gonna take this one off right here. All right, let's take our butcher's twine off. Man, I gotta tell you, trussing your birds like this, you've got to do it. Should come right off. Man, I gotta tell you, this chicken is super juicy. Look at all these juices on my cutting board. So I'm gonna take off one of these legs, try to cut it right at the joint. In fact, it's so tender, you may not even need a knife. Look at that. And for you breast lovers out there, oh man. Check this out, guys. This is majorly juicy. That's exactly what you want. It cooked, again, an hour and a half. Look at that. Let's give it a taste. All right, I'm going in. My favorite part of the chicken breast. Look at that skin. Here we go. Man, this chicken is super juicy, but that seasoning that we use from Pia Seasoning, mixing those two rubs and that rosemary is absolutely amazing. I gotta tell you, I really miss my gas grill. Again, it's been about 10 years since I've owned a gas grill, but this one right here is a keeper. I gotta tell you, if all I ever did was cook rotisserie chickens, I would be happy. Let's give this leg a try. Look at that. Here we go. Again, that char on that skin and those seasonings, you have got to give this recipe a try. I don't know about you guys, but this is the absolute best rotisserie chicken that I've ever had. Man, this rotisserie chicken was cooked perfectly, 1.5 hours. And again, that seasoning is amazing. If you guys are in the market for a gas grill, make sure you guys check out Monument Grills at the link below and thank them for sponsoring today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this rotisserie chicken video as much as I did. If this is your first time to my channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Until next time, Joe with Smokin' Joe's Pit BBQ. See ya.